The smoke that is coming from this fire is just very thick, very heavy. You can smell it. You can almost taste it. Obviously, you can see the smoke. 12 to 15 steps lead down into the river. As you can see, about half the staircase is covered. This was a small fire contained to one classroom. No jumping or diving, but law enforcement says not only do people ignore the signs, sometimes they rip them down. We're about 2 blocks away from the Biltmore Hotel. This is the closest we can get right here. You can see police have Green Street blocked off. Within the next 30 minutes or so, he's expected to hit the stage around 5:30. But like you said, lots of people already inside. What I do see out here this morning is several security officers outside of different businesses. We see one security officer outside of the Charlotte Center right here. And then across the street, we see another security officer outside of the Bank of America. It took firefighters several hours to get the fire contained. What they're dealing with right now is lots and lots of heavy smoke still in the area. They expect it to be like this through the night and into the morning, with several homes nearby and people in the plant when this fire started. Officials say they're just glad that no one was hurt. Firefighters evacuated George Price from his home Friday afternoon. He got out with just the clothes on his back and his pets.
Yeah, I just grabbed my dog and that's it. I got 2 little dogs.
Still on engine 11 or is it being used?
He and his wife Ellen live on Northwood Drive in Asheboro, where this massive fire broke out next door.
The smoke was so thick you couldn't see.
Firefighters say it started around 12:30 outside of Covanta Environmental Solutions, a tire recycling plant. Workers were inside but got out just in time.
We're just very grateful that no one was injured. None of our guys were injured. The public wasn't injured.
Officials say an outdoor shredder caught on fire, causing 2 large piles of rubber tires to burst into flames. The fire didn't get inside the building. Luckily, George and Ellen's home wasn't damaged.
We could have lost everything. Everything.
The couple has lived in the home for about 24 years.
I feel very blessed.
And that couple you just heard from says that they will spend the night in their home. Firefighters said that it was okay for them to sleep here tonight. Firefighters are also asking anyone who is having any type of breathing or coughing issues that live in this area to call 911. The family says losing their son has been hard, but not knowing who did it or having any answers, they say, has been the hardest part.
You have lost a child. That's a hurt like nothing else.
More than a year has gone by.
I was just numb. I was just speechless.
And for Edward and Linda Long, the pain of losing their son Darnell is still fresh.
Can't believe I lost my son in such a tragic way.
On top of the pain, Edward and Linda say there's frustration.
Knowing that people know what happened and not coming forward.
Reedsville police say the 49-year-old father of 3 was on his way to pick someone up, but was shot when he stepped outside his home on Van Street last January.
This was somebody's son, this was somebody's father, this was somebody's friend.
Lieutenant Shannon Coates says police have gotten new leads, but still don't have much to go on. The department even applied for a state grant to raise the amount of reward money.
It's a shame that you have to try to have money as a leverage to get people to talk and not people doing the right thing coming forward, but if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do.
It's information the family hopes will help them find peace.
We know that somebody saw something.
And bring their son's killer to justice.
I want justice. I want to see this person punished. I don't hate him, but they're just like a child. When you do something, you got to be punished for it.
And police still haven't been awarded that state grant. Anyone with information on this is asked to call Reedsville Police. Deputy Self says he's doing a lot better, but still has a long way to go until he's fully recovered. He says he was honored to pitch at tonight's game. He says it's his way of saying thank you to the community who supported him since the shooting.
That's trouble.
Stepping up to the plate. All eyes are on Deputy Matthew Self as he throws the first pitch at Thursday's Grasshoppers game.
It's definitely an honor.
Self is feeling good these days.
The healing process is going good. I got my stitches out probably a week ago.
But he's not back to normal just yet.
As far as my hand, obviously I got some nerve damage, and the strength and my grip is not there. Buttoning up a shirt or tying your shoelaces, it's very, very difficult.
Self, a Guilford County Sheriff's deputy, was shot twice during a standoff in Brown Summit on February 27th.
You know it's a possibility, but you don't ever really anticipate it happening to you.
He was shot in the arm and in the hip.
And when you see that much blood coming out of you, it's definitely not something you enjoy.
Since then, he's been home and getting physical therapy, thankful that things didn't end up worse.
I truly believe that somebody was looking out for me that night.
A co-worker signed him up to pitch at the game, an opportunity that hits close to home for the deputy who played college baseball.
It's been a while since I've thrown a baseball.
But he says making the pitch was about more than just the game.
It does look good, doesn't it?
But having the chance to come face to face with community members whose support, he says, has helped him get through a dark time.
It's really kind of helped keep my spirits up and know that, everything's going to get better with time.
And Deputy Self says he's not sure when he'll be able to go back to work. He says it could take up to another 6 to 8 months or even a year before he's able to get back to his normal duties. Jennifer Strickland Stacy says this has happened 5 times in the past month by the same boy. But what's making her even angrier has been what she says is a lack of action and a lack of response from the school.
It was just gory. His face was bloody.
Some of the swelling has gone down, but 13-year-old Skylar Stacy still has a few bruises.
He has all this on his nose. He has this. I'll take this off. And all of this. And then he has fractures all in here.
Skylar is an 8th grader at Archdale Trinity Middle School. His stepmother, Jennifer Strickland Stacy, got a call from the school on Tuesday saying Skylar fell, but she says she got a different story when she showed up.
I found out that my son didn't fall. My son was shoved by the boy that had been bullying him. The boy shoved him face first into the pavement.
Strickland Stacy says since last month, Skylar has been attacked by the same bully at least 5 times, mostly on the school bus.
The first incident was where he poured water on my son. The second incident, he took my son's cell phone. The third incident, he spit in his face and shoved him. The fourth incident was where he repeatedly smacked my son in his face.
Strickland Stacy says the bully was removed from riding the bus, but that didn't last.
3 days later, he was back on the bus.
She says she's reported each incident to the school, but gets the same response.
That's the only answer I got. They would handle it.
Worst of all, she says since the bullying started, Skylar hasn't been himself. He's been quiet, not even wanting to speak during the interview.
It's awful to have to see his face like this because usually he is so happy.
The superintendent for Randolph County Schools sent this statement to Fox 8. The school system is currently investigating this situation and will address it appropriately. However, I am not able to comment on any confidential information involving a student. Strickland Stacy says from now on, she'll take Skylar to school herself.
He'll not ever ride a bus, ever again.
And Strickland Stacy says she's also looking into homeschooling as an option. She's reported the incidents to the Randolph County Sheriff's Office. Great. Showing off her new body.
Good, and rotate your body a little to me.
Monica McConaughey is getting ready for the big time.
That looks beautiful.
It's her first professional photo shoot, and this High Point mother of 3 is working it.
Perfect.
In April, she got an unexpected phone call.
It was the editor from Women's World magazine.
The magazine asked McConaughey to be on the cover of its June issue.
I mean, I'm speechless, because I never thought that it would actually get to this point.
McConaughey was picked after sending pictures of her weight loss journey to the magazine's Facebook page. The 42-year-old has lost about 150 pounds since 2013, weighing 335 pounds at her heaviest.
I was a 26, 28, and now I'm in between a 10 and a 12.
Drastic weight loss that was prompted by a scary trip to the doctor.
In 2013, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure.
She was also at risk for having a stroke.
I said, if I want to have a long life with my husband, want to see my children grow up, I have to make some changes.
So she did.
Changing up my diet, drinking a lot of water. I normally walk in my neighborhood.
She also started walking.
I normally do a protein bar before I go. I'll do something like maybe fruit or something afterwards.
A walk she takes every day for at least 30 minutes.
Because now it's become a way of life for me.
And invites others to walk with her once a week through her Journey to Fit support group.
But it's just walking, you're talking, and you're sharing stories.
That looks great.
And as excited as she is to be on a national magazine cover, she says the real joy is letting others know they can do it too.
And I truly believe that God used my health to bring me into my purpose in life, and that's reaching out to others.
In High Point, Kim Nguyen, Fox 8 News.